understand why we have to do anything about adult children living at home. I mean, speaking as an adult child, my mother always says if she moved here, she lives in Michigan, and she's always like, if I moved to Los Angeles, would I ever see you? I'm like, not only would you see me, I would move in with you.
Yeah.
Mom, if you're watching, I would move in with you. You can make my bed. You can, this is for you, it's not for me because all I do is give. You could cook for me, do my laundry. I don't ever need to wash a pair of my panties again if you'll do it. I feel like the only good things about adulthood is really you get to invite people to your birthday party.
Yeah.
Remember when you were a kid, you had to invite everybody? Even the mean kids? Now I get to, that's it.
Yeah.
The rest of it's errands.
Well, did you know that the number of adult children living with their parents reached a 75-year high in recent years?
That's right.
75! I mean, high!
How many of y'all live at home, crew?
Anybody live at
That's
home?
a lie. That silence is a lie. Somebody here lives at home.
Somebody here lives
at home. Ed. Okay, you don't want to talk about it on camera, but some of y'all live at home. Some of y'all live at home, I can tell, because somebody brought a lunchbox. I don't want to say who.
Yeah.
I don't want to say who. But that's right, as of 2016, did you know that 15% of people between the ages of 25 to 35 were living with their parents at home?
I believe it, because it's hard out there.
It is, I hate bills.
Yes, but here's the thing. It's like, not only would you move home, but I have moved home with Angela in the past. My family went to Angela's family's Thanksgiving one year, and we stayed at her mother's house, and it was good, y'all. Oh, Sharon just does it right.
The thing is, like, you hadn't been to Detroit, and believe it or not, there are things to see there.
Yeah.
And I wanted to take you around the sea, but every day I'd be like, you guys want to go do this? And you'd be like, no, that's all right, we're fine.
Yeah. Well, because her mother just cooked and we didn't have to do anything. That's the first, like, Thanksgiving I've had like that in years where somebody was taking care of me.
It's just, you guys were just like, none of you would move.
No.
You were just like laid out, like as if there was sun on you. Did you even leave the house at all?
No, we were like beached wells inside your mother's house.
Would not move.
Would not
just because
move.
we get done with breakfast and then she's like, for some reason, making grilled cheese.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Because it was delicious. That is why. Don't you question your mama?
It's just that, you're right. So we would all move home. Absolutely. But I think that a lot of people don't realize that in some countries and in some cultures, living at home as an adult is actually expected.
Right. You know what? And I think it's an incredible thing. But we are like harsh birds. We push our kids out the nest. It's like, get out. Just fly.
And I don't know how people do it, because I was kind of hurt when my mom was like, you gotta come and get these books. You know, how many of you out here still have stuff at your parents' house?
Yeah.
Right? Like, when my mother was like, I need these books from college out, and suddenly these books I haven't seen in I don't know how long, I'm like, but Mom, those are my books. Why can't you just get
Why does it hurt your feelings so much when they tell you to come get your stuff?
It just seems like you should never be over me being there.
I know.
Like, but you know, I'm the firstborn, so like I have the better baby book and all that. You know, my sister's got that kind of, they threw the pictures in there. Second children get jilted a lot on this.
Yeah.
But when I go home, it's all about me.
Yeah. Well, take this woman, Jill, for example. We met her and asked her what she thought about adults living at home, and this is what she had to say. Take a look.
I think it's weird. I don't know that I have a judgment on it if somebody wants to do that, but I think it's bizarre.
Okay. And what do you think should be the cutoff age for someone living at home?
Well, I don't know. Like, if you go to college and, you know, you need a few years to get a steady job, I would say that would probably be around 24 or something like that.
I agree with her.
Do you really?
I do. I think that's a really kind age to
24?
24. Because at least it gives you 2 years to at least try to find a job and get some kind of stable.
What if you're one of those people who takes that like 6-7 year college time? You're getting a little up there. And so we asked people, we polled you guys on Twitter and asked you, what should be the cutoff age for someone to still be living with their parents? And this is what you said. 42% said until the age of 25. But then 39, which isn't that much below that, said no age limit.
Wow, that means that 39% of people are living at home. That's what that means.
They're probably at my mom's house right now.
Yes. And we, on Twitter, we got Whispering Zen said, every time one of us moved out, my dad moved to a smaller place. By the time my brother graduated, we thought he would be in a studio. He says, by the way, we all got luggage for high school graduation.
That's not subtle.
That's not
That
subtle.
is not subtle.
That is not subtle.
Well, here's the deal. We're going to help you parents out there who are trying to help your kids figure out a way to financially get themselves together so maybe they can get out the nest.
We have in the studio today certified financial planner David Ray.
David is going to give you some tips on how you can help them get out of your house and into their own. David, thank you for being here.
Welcome, David.
Thanks for having me.
Yes. So what are parents to do, David?
Well, if you want some me time, you got to get those kids out of the house, okay?
Really?
So first off, you got to make it miserable for them to be living there.
Miserable.
Okay? Or they are never going to leave. Consider charging them rent.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm seeing your reaction. If you feel it bad of charging your kid rent, look at it as money and put it aside. Look at it as money you can pay for them to get in that apartment when they get out. They're going to need a deposit. They're going to need furniture, they're going to need some stuff, and it's not going to be their books that are going to fill up that new apartment. So we want to do that type of thing. Close the bank of mom and dad. Stop giving them money.
I would like my mother to stop watching now.
Mom, turn off the TV. But if you're paying for their car insurance, their car, their cell phone, cooking them grilled cheese, why are they ever going to leave?
Because, Rob, why would I leave, David?
Why would you leave?
I
I don't know. I would be living at home if I was going to that Thanksgiving too. But you do want them out of the house, and you want financially savvy adults. But consider helping them build their career, get that apartment. Look at maybe even having them open a retirement account. Oh, I know. We're talking retirement account. It sounds crazy, but if they put a few dollars in at 20-something per year, they can end up millionaires at retirement. So they're not moving in.
It's too late, girl.
So they're not moving into that retirement community with you. So they're not still on your couch at 90.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's not a plan.
That's not a good plan. I mean, you might love your children, but I don't think I want mine living with me at 90.
Yeah. Well, I don't think parents have been prepared for this generation for what's happening. And should they take in consideration that it's harder out there for their kids?
It is harder for their kids out there, and it is a tough time. The economy is bad in many respects. It has been bad, and people come out of school and they have some trouble. But if they never get out of the house, they're never going to get out of the house. You might still have a 50 or 60-year-old living there, and that's when you want to help give them smart financial choices so that when they do leave, they can stay out. They can afford their rent. They can buy a car they can afford. So teach them smart financial habits so when they do leave, they're gone.
Wow. Thank you so much, David. Thank you.
Mom, you can watch again now.
Yes. Well, if you want to get more information on David Ray and his financial advice, which is amazing, visit our website, metimewithfrangela.com.
Me Time with Frangela.